Let's see what Power Automate or Microsoft Flow is. I would like you to pause the video for 30 seconds, read through this slide because I'm going to get back to it. Ready? Go. Now, before I really dig into Power Automate and what it is, I would like to show you the picture of the bigger platform called, not Home Depot Power Tools, but Microsoft Power Platform. Microsoft Power Platform is a set of services that they provide building large-scale solutions with minimal or no code. So basically, there are tools that they visually help you build the solution that you want. The fact that we are not using code is amazing. Now we don't have anything to support. We finish the project, we wash our hands off the project, and because it's on the cloud, any changes that happens after that, it's on Microsoft plate to take care of it and to support it, which is fantastic. But what is this Power Platform? Power Platform has 4 main services as of today. Nobody knows. There's a good chance that in the future you will have more and more boxes here. But as of today that I am building this course, we have Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, and on the back end, we have data connectors, AI Builder, and Common Data Services. Let's see what they are. Power BI is basically the Microsoft Business Intelligence system that is available online. Also, we have a Power Designer as a desktop app that we can create reports. The idea behind having a BI system is converting data to information. Raw data that is created day to day based on transactions that are happening in any system can be put together into summarized reports to support decisions for the business. That's a job of Power BI, converting data to information to support decisions. On the other side, we have Power Apps. Power Apps is a service that provides you easy design for user interface. You want to have an app that has a form that people can enter the information, click submit, and it takes them to another page and does something fancy on the UI. Power Apps gives you the chance to build these apps very quickly. And these apps can run on the web page, or it can run on your mobile device, or even on your PC. All good. Now, Power Automate is the brain of the solution. Basically, this is the business logic behind the project. Power Automate is going to treat everything as a workflow. Think about it this way. There is a firefighter's mission that these guys, they have to deploy some fire engines to a place to take care of a situation, probably smoke in the building. There is a protocol that these guys have to follow. There should be some conditions met for these guys to send the crew to that location. It's all about who should go, how many fire engines should go, how long should it take, who else should follow, how urgent it is, from which location the crew should be dispatched. All these things are decided inside a workflow that is well practiced so many times. Power Automate does something like that. So basically, whatever the UI can get, Power Automate can take it, process it, and act on it. And that act can be anything. We will see it in more details, but basically, Power Automate is the Microsoft engine to design workflows and business logic. Power Virtual Agent is relatively new. Power Virtual Agent is the AI or artificial intelligence interface that can directly interact with the customers. Think about a website that you go there and there's a chat box and you start writing your questions and the artificial intelligence system gets your questions and answers to them. Of course, because it's based on AI, it can learn and get smarter and smarter, and you can basically educate them. All these 4 services on the Power Platform, they rely on 3 core elements. First is the data connector that helps anything connect to anything else. If you want to connect Power Apps to Power Automate, you need data connectors. If you want to connect your Power Automate workflow to any other external services, you need data connectors. AI Builder is basically the mechanism to train the artificial intelligence algorithms and to add more and more complexity to the logic. And Common Data Service is where you store your data. Of course, you can store your data in different places. Some people store the data on SQL Server, some people put it on SharePoint, some people put it in Dynamics 365, CRM, you name it. But this is the typical go-to place when it comes to Microsoft and when we want to store data when we are working with the Microsoft Power Platform. And this is what I say to the new generation. But if you are an old guy just like me and you can remember things like this, probably it's much easier to tell you in a different way so we can clear all the complexities that we have, because you guys have been working with things like database, .NET code, Windows Forms, reporting services, DLLs, business logic, and stuff like that, that we don't even have them anymore. Let's put them together in a different way. We used to have UI, like Windows Forms, that now it is replaced by Power Apps. We used to have business logic or business layer DLLs that is now replaced by our Power Automate. We used to have database server like SQL Server that now it is replaced by Common Data Services. With all that data together, we used to create reports using SQL Server reporting services or SSRS that is replaced by Power BI now. And we used to have web services to connect our solution to some external services, to exchange messages, to make the calls and get the data. And now that web service is replaced by Data Connector. And sorry for the Power Virtual Agent and AI Builder, we didn't have anything in the past. Now this is the new world. Enough for the older guys. Let's get back to the actual topic. And by the way, before I forget, this is the scope of our course. We work with the Power Automate and the data connectors. Now let's get back to the first slide. What is Power Automate? Power Automate is a platform on Microsoft Cloud for creating workflows to interact with people as well as the other systems. It is a web-based interface, so you just need a browser, open the browser, design your workflow, save it on the cloud, and you're good to go. And it is built for business users. This platform is not targeting developers, although developers use it quite a lot. But it is designed in a way that non-developers can easily learn it and work with it. Now let's review the core elements of our Power Automate. The first element that Power Automate offers is a trigger. Triggers are basically the starters. It's like you push a button and the workflow starts. It's like a 911 call to the call center before dispatching the firefighters. Power Automate also offers action. So everything that a workflow in Power Automate does for us is coming through actions. So one workflow can have one trigger to start with, and after that there are actions that it does for us. And whenever this workflow wants to interact with any external service, like mail server, like Common Data Service, like Power Apps, like any other system, we are working with connectors. So basically there are triggers, actions, and connectors that they shape our Power Automate and our course. Now let's summarize. Triggers start the flow. Actions, they do everything that the flow is supposed to do. And connectors are the open doors from our workflow to the other systems. Now let's see it in action.